contain. So the more important question is not how many tests are in the market. We got them in the market, but is to make sure that every segment of the market has the kind of test that they can use.
Yeah, no, we're using your numbers, trying to find out for the public if the things you've promised are happening.
Yes, they are happening. They are. We promised 1 or 4 million. There's 10 million tests in the market now.
And are the masks that are in the strategic reserve being deployed, Mr. Vice President?
Yes, the masks in the strategic national stockpile.
So it's not 13,000 anymore. It would be a lower number. Would that be fair to say?
Masks or
ventilators. I'm sorry, the respirator. Thank you. We're trying to understand if the things we have been told sitting through these briefings for many days are happening and getting into the hands of the healthcare providers.
You understand it. You understand it. You're an intelligent woman, Kelly. You understand exactly what he's saying. And what he's saying is rather incredible because we inherited an obsolete, broken system. And when you hear the number of tests that we'll be providing and are now, it's incredible. And I've heard a lot of governors say the same thing. We took over an obsolete, broken testing system that wouldn't have worked for even a small problem, let alone one of the biggest pandemics in history. And what these gentlemen have done is incredible. I am going now to negotiate a great deal for our workers and our citizens. I'll be back tomorrow. We're probably doing this tomorrow. And if I might, I'd like to ask Vice President Pence to take over. And thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you all. Sorry, back here.
Mr. Vice President, the military has sent planes to Honduras, Morocco, and Peru to pick up Americans and bring them home who have been stranded there. But there's still a lot of other Americans who are stranded and can't get home. So does the military plan to send planes to pick those folks up? Where will those planes be going? When will they be going? And can you assure Americans that who are stranded in foreign countries that they will be able to get home?
Well, we received a briefing this morning from the State Department about their efforts. And we want to be very clear. While the President has suspended all travel from Europe, including the UK and Ireland, suspended all travel, of course, from China since January, that any American who can get home can come home. They'll go through additional screening that's all been implemented and is working in an orderly way at a number of airports around the country. But there are instances, Morocco being among them, where there simply were not flights to get home. Our State Department has been working very closely with our embassies in those relevant countries. I was told this morning that all the way going back to bringing Americans back from China, that we have made individual efforts to bring home about 3,000 Americans. I think there is an ongoing effort to address that with chartered commercial flights that the government is providing. Obviously also military transport is available, but our task force received a briefing this morning, and we would just encourage any American that's looking on from overseas, contact the local U.S. Embassy, let them know about your circumstances, and know that we're going to continue to work very diligently to get our Americans home.
All right, guys, last question.
Two quick ones, education and a medication one. You guys have announced that standardized testing is essentially canceled in this country. To the tens of millions of students out there, the teachers and their parents who are sort of scratching their head wondering, well, what does that mean? Obviously, a lot of this is driven by local school districts, by the state. Is there any federal guidance on this? And if not today, could you have Secretary DeVos or somebody come and explain that to the millions who are literally sitting at home, trying to figure out what exactly that means?
Well, I think it's a terrific question, and we will bring Secretary Betsy DeVos here